need to get home. I need to get home. How will I go?
Hey guys, my name is Darren, I was known as Sparky, and I've realised if I attach a baguette to my arm using sellotape, I can scratch my lower back with ease. But on to the actual video. This defending tips episode is based purely on tackling, from the techniques to timing. It's going to be a magical adventure for everyone involved. So we're going to be looking at 6 different categories: jockeying defending, the standing tackle, the sliding tackle, timing the tackle, pushing the attacker away with strength, and some extra added tips. So without further delay, let's get into the breakdown. I want to start things off with the jockey defending. This type of defending should be a primary function to your brain, like riding a bike just without the stabilizers or without a parent to catch you if you fall. Using LT and the left analog on the Xbox control and the left trigger and the left stick on your PS4 control, you can have finer control over your defender's movement, create a lower body stance and give you more chance of dictating an attacker's moves. The best aspect is that it will automatically provide a tackling animation for you if your positioning and body posture is correct. It has the benefit of slowing down an attacker and allows you to funnel the attacker to an area of the pitch which would cause less threat. A word of warning, don't just use this for defending. Learning to use the different tackling techniques for different situations will make you a better defender. So the standing tackle, what's the difference between this and the jockey? Less control but more dynamic and abrupt force behind the action. It's like comparing Pavarotti to Mozart, 2 masters at their work but give the wrong one a violin and the other a sketchpad, and it's pretty pointless, just like that comparison. But the point is, you have more of a decision and control of when to make the tackle, but it can be error prone if you don't time it. I have to admit, you need discipline to get out of the habit of using the B button or circle button if on the PS4 when defending. The slide tackle. As a defender, we don't get many moments when we feel like the king of the world, but hitting a perfectly timed slide tackle hits the right note. Imagine you're riding a unicorn naked with a soft breeze flowing through your hair across a rainbow. That's the feeling I get when I slide tackle. The slide function is more of an emergency action, or perhaps you just want to make an early impact on your attacker to show him you're going to be a pain for that game. Long gone are the days of whispering into his ear saying, "I'm going to break you." Actions speak louder than words, hence an early ankle breaker does the job. The main advice I can provide to you is basically work on the timing and again controlling your emotions. If an attacker gets past you, don't just snap him down and risk a sending off. Accept it and try to recover and say to yourself, he's not getting past again, and do precisely that. The best time to safely do a slide tackle is further out wide where an attacker touch is a bit heavy. It's all about understanding the movement of the attacker's dribble and picking your moment. Don't overdo it. The 120 slide tackles will come in time, so try not to rush it. Embrace it. Love it. So I've mentioned the 3 main types of defending actions, but with all of these there is one key element: timing. Knowing when to make the tackle. I guess it kind of comes down to your own decision making individually. There isn't a lot I can say to break this down more specifically because it comes down to experience, but keeping an eye out for the slightly heavy touch, or if you believe the attacker will not stop and carry on sprinting, it will help you with your judgment. I guess as a note, patience alongside timing is a perfect combination. Don't force anything, most of the time they will make that mistake first. So how to push away an attacker when challenging for the ball? I've only recently myself discovered this particular feature, and I'm still practicing myself to be honest with you, but pressing B if on Xbox or circle on PS4 makes your defender compete using his strength to gain an upper hand while running alongside the attacker. It's very similar to still outs, and in the past I used the LT button to put my body in the way, so the best way of describing the action is that you'll use the strength and then the jockey once you've gained the upper hand. I doubt it'll make a big difference which way you wish to do it, or if you don't do it at all. One way I can compare it is also that I put my milk onto the coffee in the mug first before the hot water, but others do it the other way around. End of the day, we both get the same result. And finally, any extra tips I can offer, apart from don't sniff glue. If you're playing as a left-sided centre back, making your player right-footed can offer a slight advantage if they cut the side, and likewise opposite on the right hand side of defence. It's basically encouraging them to come onto your stronger foot. I don't think it actually is much of a benefit, but I think in my brain I've made it a psychological thing, so it's just an extra thing you can do to potentially help. You can also change your button layout so that the standing tackle button is swapped with another button. If I remember correctly, I think it's from Xbox controller's perspective, changing the current contain button, which is currently set as A for default controllers, to the standing tackle, and then the B button would change to the contain function. I hope that makes sense, but basically it stops your guy flicking his leg out when trying to clear the ball, which can basically cause all kinds of problems, and honestly it just makes your player look stupid. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope and pray to my cat gods that this helps, and until next time, take care, farewell, I'll be saying goodbye.
Spider web is tangled up with me, and I lost my head. The thought of all the stupid things I've said.
I had a falling out with a family member. I lashed out and said some shit I still can't remember. For a while